Jam-packed show today and not a lot of time to do it. So much going on in the world of entertainment, so much going on in the world of Roxy, and just honestly, so much going on. Just so much going on. I do have to do a bridge show today because I am going to meet up with Steph and Dee. We are shooting our IRL episode for next month, and we are doing that because I am going to be leaving for a couple of weeks, which I haven't been able to tell you guys anything about, but I'm finally able to tell you guys. I cleared a couple of things that I'm finally able to tell you guys about. So at the end of the episode today, I'll be making an announcement. I was going to put it in my tweet, but then I was like, I don't want anybody who's not a rock star to just roll in here and get to hear this. I only want the people who are the rock stars to be able to be the first ones that I really talk to about it. I haven't even told a lot of members of my family, so the core ones know. But I'll be telling you guys all about that as well. Not only do I have that announcement to make at the end of the show, but also I saw Old, the M. Night movie, and I want to talk about that. I saw Snake Eyes, the Henry Golding movie, and I want to be able to talk about that. And that Dune trailer dropped today, and I definitely want to talk about that, plus questions, comments, concerns, anything going on with you guys. And of course, as always, I was running behind today. My computer charger crapped out, but I knew it was going to. It's on its last legs. I'll show it to you guys. My computer died and the charger crapped out. It's been taped like this for a while. Send bunnies if you've done this thing before where you're trying to save the $75 to buy the new fucking charger. Anyway, it crapped out, but luckily my brother got in last night and he has a charger, so I plugged that in, but it took me a long time to get to that step. Anyway, I'm gonna have to buy a new fucking charger, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. I don't want to hear a single thing about Old or the Dune trailer, so warn us, please. LOL. Wait, so Pink Sweets, how come you don't want to hear a single thing about either of those? Just so you guys know, obviously for the Dune trailer, no spoilers because it's a trailer, and for Old and for Snake Eyes, they're both not out yet, so I'll be doing no spoilers on either of those, but totally respect that. I'll be letting you guys know exactly what things are before I talk about them, so you guys, if you don't want to be hearing things, can get the fuck out. Again, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Questions, comments, concerns, things that you guys want to talk about. Would love to hear from you. Support recently has been not lacking in spirit, but lacking in numbers and in finances. And so anybody who is here who loves the show and me and likes to see what I'm doing and wants me to continue to be able to do this, then please show up and give that support whenever, however you can, which means telling your friends, liking this video, subscribing to the channel, tweeting it out, streamlabsing in, all that great stuff. Shout out to all of you guys who already do that without me even asking. Let's start today in the Streamlabs and see what's going on in there. It is the 22nd of July, which means that our first Streamlabs of the day is yet to come. Wow. The best is yet to come, my friend. I figured I'd click on it by the time I refreshed, but nah, so we'll get back to that. And before I get to that, we'll just jump right in to Pink Sweets didn't want to hear the Dune trailer and also didn't want to hear about Old. So I guess we'll start with Snake Eyes because Pink Sweets rules on this show. Snake Eyes is a movie that I had no stake in the game for. I did interview the writer, Evan Spiliotopoulos, on Collider Live. He was talking about a different project, but I did get to interview him and talk to him a little bit about Snake Eyes. But other than that, I just had no stake in the game. I don't know Andrew Koji. I don't watch Warrior. I'd heard he was great. Henry Golding's hot as hell. I didn't see the G.I. Joe movie. I didn't know much about G.I. Joe growing up. G.I. Joe wasn't my gang. I don't, there just was very, very little, good John Baybridge, snake in the game on this one for me. So I'm saying that all to preface you guys by saying that if my review doesn't match up with how you guys feel when you see it, maybe you felt a little bit different. Maybe you loved G.I. Joe and you were really looking for one specific Snake Eyes origin story that you're not going to get. Or maybe you just had a picture of your life that you thought was going to go one way and really it ended up going another way. Here's what I'll tell you guys. As somebody with no snakes in the game, God, this movie was so much fucking fun. The first act of the movie, I turned I'm sitting with Dorina and Steph. And the first act of the movie, by the way, if you want to hear their thoughts, we dropped a Patreon exclusive that deep dives into all three of our spoiler-free thoughts on this and their thoughts on Old. So if you want all of us, which you should, that's on the World World's Patreon. But literally the first act, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, holy shit, this movie's really good. Like, I just couldn't even believe it because I kind of went into this. Steph was the most psyched of all of us, but I went into this and kind of was like, it's just going to be another movie. It's an action flick, whatever it is. There's hot people in it, and it's going to be fine. But I never even saw G.I. Joe, so am I even going to understand it? First act, I was like, not only is this a solid movie, it's a great movie. And that was a really weird feeling. Unfortunately, the first act is by far and away the strongest. The setup for things, I was like, wow, they're introducing me to characters that I really give a shit about. They're introducing storylines and premises that I think are clever and make sense. The action looks badass. The fight choreography was sick. The accents left something to be desired. I'm not exactly sure what happened on the accent game here. Nobody seemed to mind as much as I did, but like Henry Golding, I think, had an American accent, but it sounded like a British accent because he's British, but it was still, it like kind of worked for him. Andrew Koji, I think, was trying to have a Japanese accent speaking English, but really it sounded British. And something I just couldn't really tell. I couldn't really tell. The accents were all unique, I will say. I couldn't really tell what they were going for with that, but they all sounded very different from one another. And I was just like, this is interesting. Whatever. Don't really fucking care, but is what it is. Then first act ends. I think I was just like floored by everything that took place. Kind of didn't breathe the whole time. You know, when like action, 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 and you're just like, whoa, holy shit. Then we kind of take a breather. Act 2, still pretty good. Act 3, meh. The payout in the end, I kind of feel like this really set up for a franchise. And it was like, oh, we know that we have some good things on our hand here. We know people are going to want to see more Henry Golding. We know people are going to like this movie enough that they're going to want more. So we're going to set up multiple other movies off of this. And we don't really need to have complete closure on the things that we need closure on. So because of that, I think it kind of lost its way a little bit. Plus, it changed genres a little bit. It went from like this action ninja movie to a sci-fi, couldn't really tell what world I was living in all of a sudden movie. Still really enjoyed every second of it, but was just like, And then there's one decision that's made, which I can't say because it's a spoiler, but one character decides to work with somebody or whatever that I was just like, there's just no fucking way. And that is not a spoiler because there's like 80 characters in this and it's probably not what you're thinking. So there's just some things happen that I was just like, are you guys going to explain yourself? Is anybody going to explain themselves? I guess not. Whatever. We don't have time for that. It looked really cool. It was well shot. I thought that the pacing was great. And I was never bored, not for one single solitary second. I always wanted to know what was happening. And I just was really pleasantly surprised with the motherfucking Snake Eyes movie. Now, what's been really interesting about this movie is that the Twitterverse or Twitter critics like myself, who I do not consider myself a critic, but people who have been tweeting about this, seem to be 50-50 split on this one. It is so weird to watch how split we are. I saw my co-host of Only Stupid Answers, DJ Wooldridge, really was into it like I was. But then I saw other people who were like ripping this to shreds, saying it was one of the worst movies and that it was a childhood ruiner, which like I don't fucking understand. I just don't fucking understand. But okay. Anyway, for me, this was excellent. Ask questions. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Are you excited for this movie? Does it make you more excited, less excited? Or could you not give a shit less about Snake Eyes, which I didn't care about at all until literally watching it. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider. Let's see what's going on in the Streamlabs today. Leave it to the Zenist of Glennis to get in that support. He says, hello, Roxy, and happy Thursday. Thanks for hanging out with us all today. Glad you're spending some time with Jet and family, etc. Peace, bunnies, hugs, and good stuff to you, Jet, Grammy, and Papa. Be most excellent to yourselves and each other. Roxy and Rockstar's band. Bunnies for Avery Burke and Avery's mom. Rest in peace, Chris Burke. #3 Rockstars forever. Ghost Mets and everyone still fighting to smash cancer. I stand against anti-Semitism. I stand against Islamophobia. I stand against Asian hate. Stop AAPI hate. I know that Black Lives Matter. Hashtag BLM. Miles Cosgrove, Brett Hankinson, Jonathan McNally arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor, all three of them, for killing Breonna Taylor. Hope today is the day. Wouldn't that be fucking something? Justice for all the people who've lost their lives due to excessive force. Hashtag say their names. Thank you for this, Glenn, always. Glenn also says, everyone who shows up and gives their support whenever, however they can when it gets tough, even by yourself, you're not alone. Everyone is battling. Keep on fighting because you're a winner. Every win for you is a win for all. You're fully unique. You're kind, you're caring, and being so unselfishly loving and supportive of others, including strangers, whether it's on the internet or not, makes you humane and worthy. You're a bright, shiny star. Your story is important, deserves to be seen and heard. So please find and keep what you're doing here. Nope. So please find and keep doing what brings you, there we go, smiles and laughter, joy, and maybe even bliss in each of your days, your weeks, your months, and even our years. I said hour again, so that you glow in our flow and radiate because you're a priceless treasure, aka a big necessity. It's the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Anybody who has Snake Eyes thoughts, get them in. Thank you, Glenn, for that. Streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer. I will say somebody kind of came at me on Twitter today in the weirdest way. I never understand people who come at me and they follow me. And it's like, why do you follow me, bro? Unfollow me. If you don't like what I tweet about, unfollow me. And they were just like, typical that Roxy likes Snake Eyes. Roxy likes everything, blah, 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 blah. And just the way the wind blows. She goes the way the wind blows. It's like, I'm the least go the way the wind blows person I've ever met. I do like a lot of things. Usually I'm just a very happy person and I love art and I find the good in a lot of things. But when I don't like something, I do tell you guys, like Phantom Thread or Cruella or that Sex Life show that fucking bothered me to no extent. Like, there's tons of things that I find lots of problems with, but I just thought it was such a weird thing to be mad at me for. It was so strange. Let me see if I can find the exact tweet. And then we went back and forth, and then I was just like, I can't believe this homie follows me. Stop following me. Just don't. Because I tweeted, I said, if you didn't have fun during Snake Eyes, I'm not sure you know how to have fun. The first act is incredible. The third act is good. The second act is good. The third act, but overall, Henry Golding and Andrew Koji are so hot. Talented. Bring some popcorn and try not to overthink it. I don't think that that's like the best tweet I've ever sent about like, wow, this is the best movie ever. You have to see it. Everybody, this is incredible. I think I said, it's fun. It's fun. And I said, third act's, And this person responds. Let's see what they say. It was so strange. Okay. Roxy likes everything. She's so predictable. You want to know her opinions? Just look at Twitter. Isn't that everybody? What? Look at Twitter. It's as if she puts her finger up, sees where the wind is blowing, and then says, yeah, let's go with that. Laugh my ass off. That's essentially her YouTube show, too. It's coming from this guy, 2022. By the way, it's not 2022 yet, so just kind of a strange thing to fucking say. I wrote back and I said, I love many movies and shows. It takes a lot to open up and create art, so I always look for the good. There are plenty of things I don't like. I talk about them, but often decide not to review them because why would I want to add to the toxicity? Mean tweet, by the way. Hope you're okay. To which they responded, I'm fine. Liking everything is just as disingenuous as hating everything. Life is complex. Also, I'm sorry you found the tweet mean, but just because I have a criticism doesn't mean I'm not okay. LOL, I'm totally good, but thanks. And then subtweeted himself. Also, it does take a lot to make art. That's the risk. That's what you sign up for as an artist. You put your art out there into the world and it either lands or it doesn't. I said, liking a lot of things doesn't make me disingenuous. It makes me happy. Tweeting at me for the purpose of trying to make me feel bad or less than is why I asked if you're okay. Usually people who do that aren't. I don't know how you could be after this year. Hope you find joy. And then they wrote back, sure, but if you ask for people to take you seriously and validate your opinions, listen to them, and even give you money to hear them, then yes, liking everything makes you disingenuous. It makes it so people can't take you seriously because they know it. They want your opinion. They just have to look at what's trending on Twitter. Also, joy has been found. Thanks. LOL. Like, what? It's funny because I just like a lot of things. And so Why are you so bitter that I'm happy that I like things? I liked the movie. I'm not disingenuous. I've never lied about a movie opinion. I liked it. You're mad that I like more things? That's so weird. It's just such a strange thing to be mad about. I'm sorry that you don't like as many things as I do. I don't know what part of me is disingenuous. I feel like I'm the least disingenuous, the most genuine. I never lie about jack shit. So it's just such a fucking strange thing. It's just very strange. Yeah, I don't know. And then that person follows me. Why do you follow me if you don't want to hear my opinions? And they said, find whatever's trending. And this is the funniest part about it. They say that I agree with what everybody else says and just find what's trending. That's what Roxy thinks about it. My biggest criticism from people is that I have bad takes because I disagree with everybody. So, what? And again, this doesn't negatively affect me because I couldn't give a flying fuck about this guy. He's not a rock star, clearly, but just such a weird move, dog. You move funny. Why are you following me? Unfollow me. Because it seems like some self-hatred kind of shit. Don't get it. Leonard Kim in the Streamlab says, hey, Dimple Tits, Roxy, how's everything going? I'm incredibly hyped for Snake Eyes. Yay. And your review has only intensified that hype. Out of curiosity, would you say Snake Eyes sets up for future movies? The hair's looking gorgeous, and I'm digging the shirt. Thanks, this is my mom's shirt. Yes, Snake Eyes definitely sets up for future movies. I think that that's part of the issue with it, actually. But, yeah, I don't know. I liked it. I'm curious to see what you guys feel. I'm excited to know what you guys feel, and can't wait. Send in those Streamlabs, ask any more questions. Would love to hear from you guys. In the meantime, I am going to, Pink Sweets, this one's for you, me letting you know, I am going to get into my thoughts on the movie Old. So that is what I'm diving into now. I saw the M. Night movie Old, and I didn't get to review it for the World Girls because I didn't watch it until late last night when my brother got in. I had to go pick him up at the airport. He was delayed by a lot, so I didn't get to watch it until like 2 a.m. And then that movie creeped me out for my sleep, just so you guys know. The movie is really interesting. The premise, as you guys can see in the trailer, is that people are rapidly getting older because of a situation that takes place. Something that I really, really enjoy about this movie is that this movie does a really good job of giving you explanation and answers and not leaving you frustrated with things. I really don't like what if scenarios in films when it's just like, what if? And then it's like, yeah, but how? But how? So I think it did a really good job of setting up a situation that's out of this world, but then explaining the kind of how of it, or the why of it at least. So that was really enjoyable for me. The performances were great, really strong. The dialogue in M. Night movies is lacking. Just the dialogue in this movie, there were some lines where I was like, what the fuck did he just say or just write? It was bizarre. But, you know, the actual script, the storyline, I like a lot. It's just the dialogue is kind of like Wolf City sometimes. And, you know, sometimes that happens when you write a lot and you're leaving a lot of it in your head and you're not hearing it out loud. And then, I don't know, sometimes just dialogue can be rough and even good scripts. So that certainly was my thoughts on what was happening here a little bit. But in general, I really enjoyed this. To me, it doesn't stack up to my favorite of his movies is Sixth Sense. It doesn't stack up to that. I really love the Unbreakable series. I like Unbreakable. I like Split, and I like the fuck is the Glass. I liked all those movies. So to me, it's like a second tier. If I have top tier M. Night ones and bottom tier M. Night ones, this would be a second tier M. Night movie, which makes it pretty effing good. I like watching the people. He really lets them like live and exist in this space. And I like seeing the decisions that they make and the choices. And some people are better than others. And that's just the truth in life, and watching them and observing them and all of that stuff. I think that he did a really good job with the premise and then having it actually unfold. So I definitely think if you are an M. Night fan, if you like, it's not horror as much as it is a little bit thriller, but mostly like kind of thriller, kind of mystery, kind of almost, I almost want to call it slice of life. That's such a weird way to describe it, but it's kind of like that. And it's like a bottle episode of a show, but a bottle movie. If that sounds interesting to you, I think you'll enjoy it. I can't picture anybody being like, damn, this is my fucking favorite M. Night movie. Well, somebody will, but I can't picture you guys being like, holy shit, this is the movie. But I can picture you guys being like, yeah, this is pretty good. It's pretty good. Definitely worth my time, especially in the summer. If you're looking for something a little creepier, I think that this is a good thing to check out. So let me know if any of you guys do. I think both those come out this week, right? I also luckily got a screener before I leave to go see Suicide Squad or The Suicide Squad. So I'll be doing that next week and telling you guys about that as well. And then I also got Jungle Cruise, which is coming in a couple of days. So I'll be doing a review on that. So be looking out for those, some of the things that are coming down the pipeline. I also think Ellis is coming on the show tomorrow. So yeah, places to go, people to see, and Jet will be joining me at some point this week as well. He's just very jet lagged. But I'm jet lagged. But he's sleeping right now, and I did not want to wake him, although I'm going to have to wake him because I think he's coming for TWG. Not sure, but I think so. What's going on with you guys? Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Questions, comments, concerns about any of the things we're talking about so far? Wow, none? It's like what I say does not interest you guys anymore. Are you guys that Twitter account? I'm just kidding. I know that times are really, really challenging for a lot of people, and I just appreciate you guys being here for as long as you have been and can. Shout out to all of you guys at home. Manny Gonzalez, Matt Link, Andrew Thomas, Jake Yacovetta, Bruce Banner, Rob Fishbeck, Christian Hardesty, Star Gonzalez. What's up, Star? Glenn Caesar, John Bainbridge, Christian Hardesty, Bruce Banner, Joseph Ashley, DK, keep scrolling. Pink Sweets, who's probably not listening right now because she wanted to avoid that, but I'm still seeing you. Jimmy Nails, and everybody else, our John Perillo, Stephen Summers, Spirit Channels, Don't Get Bent, Falta Theo, and everybody else, Travis Gilbert, Matt Munoz, that is joining us live. I know that even if times are tough, I still want to give people shout outs because you guys are the Rockstars band and you continue to show up for me in a way that, frankly, not many people in my life have. So I'm just happy that y'all are here. Pink Sweet says, no, I can hear you. Hello, lovely people. Hello. What's up, Steve Cauldron? Did the ending for Old work or is it disappointing? I thought the ending really worked. For me, I really enjoyed the ending. Do I think most people are going to enjoy the ending? I think that, yeah, I think it's going to get more positive than negative. Let me see. How is it doing on, I don't even know, on Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes Old. Let's see. Rotten Tomatoes currently on Old has a 61% on the tomato meter. I thought it had been a tiny bit higher, but not by much. And it calls itself a horror mystery thriller. Yep, that makes sense. What does Snake Eyes have? Curious. I know that it's very, very all over the place. Oh, a 52%. So I certainly enjoyed Snake Eyes way more than that. I would watch Snake Eyes again before I would watch Old again. Just if I was choosing one. If I'm spending my money on one this week, I would go Snake Eyes. But that's just kind of the mood that I'm in right now anyway. Just TBH. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Let's check out what's going on in here. Coming in from Leonard Kim, who says, is Old more of a thriller or a straight up horror movie? Definitely not a straight up horror movie. Thriller. I appreciate the concept of the movie and find it intriguing, but I don't watch horror movies. At the moment, I can't bring myself to want to watch it. Steph watched it, and she doesn't really watch horror movies either. I definitely don't think this is a horror movie. There was no part in which I was like, oh, I'm so scared, but there was like creepy shit, if that makes sense. Streamlabs in. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Let's get to this Dune trailer. And then I've got to get the fuck out of here in the next 5 minutes. So let's do it. Yo, Dune be like, ooh, I understand why everybody wants to see this movie. This trailer looks sick. I don't even know if I understand. I don't know jack shit about Dune, but this trailer looked really cool. It looks like a fucking Star Wars movie, but like mixed with Mad Max and kind of like a Western also. There's just so many different things about this movie that made my heart pound because it's got all the elements. It's got all of the elements of shit that I like, where it's like you could see there's some character development and all different kinds of characters that are interacting with each other. Who doesn't like Timothée Chalamet? Who doesn't like Zendaya? Who doesn't like Momoa? Who doesn't like Josh Brolin? Who doesn't like Batista? Who doesn't like Oscar Isaac or Javier Bardem or Rebecca Ferguson? I gotta say, actually, in terms of this cast, I think that this might be like one of the greatest casts of all time. David Dalsmatian, Stellan Skarsgård. Like, what the fuck are we talking about with this cast? Is this not the cast of a lifetime? And then in the trailer, to see all of them, it's just so fucking cool. And then to see the way that it's shot and the way that it looks fucking sick. And then to hear a little bit about the premise, but mostly just like, I want to see them fuck shit up. Like, let's go. That's all I really cared about. And it was, yeah, I was super duper into this. Just really, really into this. Yeah, the all-star cast looked like it was going to make this movie in the way that it looked like it was not going to disappoint. We don't get this movie until October, I think, and it cannot come soon enough. I know it's early to say this because I haven't seen it, but I feel like this is going to be a lot of people's favorite movie of the fucking year. Let's see what Twitter had to say about this one. I didn't even look. Did everybody like it as much as I did, or are people on different pages? All right, let's see. My friend Rachel Hine says, I also watched the first 10 minutes of the Dune movie, and all I can say is it's stunning. Cannot wait to see more. That's great. Andrew Apenture Knight says, holy shit, Dune movie is genuinely unlike anything I have ever experienced in a theater. Wow. Did you see it? It's massive and epic in scale, heart-pounding in the score. Its visuals are some of the most beautiful I've ever seen. The film demands to be seen in theaters, especially IMAX. Wow. That's crazy. I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm convinced that Denis Villeneuve didn't film Dune on this planet, says Dune News. I kind of felt that way too. It did feel like it was like a fucking completely different world. Rob says December, actually. Actually, it's not. Oh my God. Haven't you heard about all of the boys actually and then being wrong? December, actually. Okay, Rob. You just take that one extra second sometimes. Jack says, words cannot even begin to describe what I just watched. It's not even a film. It's a piece of art. Wow. We only saw it about 10 minutes, but when you know, you know. I don't throw this word out often, but for this, it works. Masterpiece. Damn. Amateur says, so I just saw 20 minutes of the Dune movie and I'm speechless. 20 minutes. Why did some people say 10? Some people saw 20. Or maybe he's just miscounting. Dune News says, I went to see Dune preview today and what I saw was something momentous. I've been covering this movie before production even started. And from what Denis Villeneuve did with this film is unexplainable. Wow, this is a masterpiece waiting to be released. I mean, who knows, but holy shit. It's a lot of positive reaction and reception to this from people who saw more of it than we did. Just from the trailer, though. God. Just from the trailer. God. So good. Who's into this? Who is not? Is anybody not excited for Dune? I'm actually not talking to anybody who's not excited for this movie. We are going to get out of here in the next minute, so get in any last minute Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer for our whopping $11 day. Sometimes it's like I fit my whole life around this show because I just want to be here in my new studio with my now fresh curled hair. God, I kind of did that no mirror looking good. I'm excited to do this World Girl shoot and to give you guys the announcement, which I'm going to do actually right meow. So, Bruce Banner says, fuck it, I'm watching. Announcement time, says Manny. Yeah, I told you guys I would, so I absolutely will. Jimmy Nails in the Streamlabs. Thanks, Jimmy, my dear. Says, Dune is so important to me as a story, and I'm worried people are going to go to see it expecting just an action movie, and Dune is so much deeper than that. The philosophy is so important to our times, and I hope it doesn't get lost in the adaptation. The good thing is, though, Jimmy, it's allowed to be one thing to you and something else to somebody else. So if to you it's one thing and to somebody else it's an action movie, I hope people get the deeper messages as well. But it's okay. You can feel one way and they can feel another, and that's okay. Leonard Kim says, visually captivating, awesome cast. The genre is right up my alley. The only concern is that I'll be completely lost. Why would you be completely lost? Like you, I know zilch about Dune. Yeah, but I don't think we have to. And I have a feeling I'll exit the movie with a gazillion questions. Nonetheless, I'm all in. I think a lot of people are going to exit with questions, but I think we're good. Pink Sweet says, OMG, hi. Well, I haven't heard half the stream, but I'm sure it's going well. LOL. Is there a genre of film? Thanks, Pink Sweet. Is there a genre of film you accidentally haven't watched much of? I haven't seen a single silent movie, and I have seen like 5 Westerns. Have a good day. So a lot of Westerns with my dad growing up, and I took a course on it in college. Let's see. So I haven't seen that many silent movies. I did see a lot of black and white movies. Not that that's a genre. Oh, foreign. I've seen like no fucking foreign films. Like I'm the least cultured. I've probably seen a dozen foreign films in my entire fucking life, which is disgusting. I mean, I've seen a little more than that, but I've seen barely any foreign films. It's the same thing that happens when I have to say, like when people are like, what's the last book you read? And I'm like, I don't usually read. It's fucking embarrassing. All right, here we go. Without further ado. So I am leaving. I'm leaving here probably on the 28th or the 29th. Still have to book it. And I'm going back to Boston. You guys know it's my ex-boyfriend's wedding. So I am going to his wedding. So I'm going to be trying to film periodically during that time. The wedding is on that Saturday. And then, so that we've known about for a little bit. But then on the 3rd of August, I'm going to be flying from there, from Boston to a different state. I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but a different state because I booked the lead in a movie. And it's an indie, a very, very small indie, but I love the script. I'm ridiculously excited about it. I cannot wait to tell you guys more about it. I was able to audition for it because I knew somebody involved with the project who I've worked with for a long time. And he has been like repping me really hard in terms of just like always like was thinking of me for this role and whatever it was. And so, as you guys know, I don't know if you guys remember this, but I was auditioning and callbacks and pages and chemistry tests and all of this. And I didn't think that I booked it. And then I did. And I'm really fucking excited about that. There's a lot more things that I can definitely talk about. But one of the reasons that I finally am able to tell you guys is that they gave me clearance that I can't really talk about it fully, but I can let you guys know that. And then hopefully we're still discussing, but when I'm on set, hopefully I'll be able to do some behind the scenes things and send that to you guys. But definitely I'm going to be in a movie. You guys are going to be able to see it, not for a long time, and it's a really great role, a really meaty, intense role that I feel in my blood, and I am just stoked about it. So that's going to be happening. I'm going to be gone until the 16th, and then I will be back after that. So yeah. I'm trying to see if there's days, if I'm not shooting for any reason, that I can try to still pop in. The good question, Rob. The plan for World Girls is that there's 5 episodes that I'm going to be missing. We've been having this is why we've been having so many meetings recently to make sure everything's good. But World Girls are a collective and we go up no matter what. So in August, that August 1st show, I will still, I think I'm still supposed to be here for that one. Let's see. Yeah, the August 1st show, I am still, I think, going to be here. I'm just going to be on a different coast, but I will be able to do that. Then the August 4th show, I am going to be gone. Then the August 8th show, I'm going to be gone. The August 11th show, I'm going to be gone. The August 15th show, I'm going to be gone. And then I'll be back the 18th. So I will miss 4, 8, 11, 15. I'll miss 4 shows. They're going to be doing, they're going to be still going up. I'm going to be trying to record things to play into the show. I'm still going to be on the Patreon dropping things too. We might be even doing some exclusive stuff over there, which I'm excited about. And yeah. So wildly enough and like completely unrelated, Lawrence is the same one as Andrew. And I think I'm allowed to say this. The answer to that is yes, which is insane. I cannot believe that that's the truth, but it is. And that means if you're saying that, that means that he's probably said something about that. So yeah. What I will say about the movie is that the cast is fucking incredible in terms of talent. Just like really, really great people. I know that from the chemistry reads and all of the, yeah. Anyway, those are the things that I wanted to share. I can talk about it more tomorrow. Again, I think Mark Ellis is going to be joining. I got to still figure all my shit out. But thank you guys for being so supportive and letting me take off those couple of weeks. And the World Girls is going to continue strong. We already picked out a slate for a couple things. They're doing things that wouldn't necessarily be things that I could even do. So we're excited about that. Jake Yakoveta in the Streamlabs says, cheers to fuck yeah news. Congrats. Thank you, my friend. Thanks. Want to tell you guys first. Yeah. All right. Much love to all of you guys. I appreciate you guys. Make your beds. Put down the toilet seat and live. We don't want those flumes. Check your internet. Blow on it. Brett, Miles, Jonathan, the rest of the cops will kill Breonna Taylor. All 3 of them for killing Breonna Taylor. Don't trend with the Holocaust. Follow your dreams. And hopefully one day something will work for all of us. Good end of the show line, Roxy. Thank you guys. I love you guys. And I'll talk more about this tomorrow and take more questions, comments, concerns, all that stuff. And just wanted to give you guys the brief announcement. Oh, I think one more. Streamlabs rolling through. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. That big support from Mark, Jason, Ali. Always. Thank you so much, babe. Congratulations on the film, Rox. You deserve it. Remember, there are no small roles, only small actors. You're going to crush it. So happy for you. Sorry you'll miss some TWG, Howard, Grammy, and Popo. They're doing well. Thanks. I think I'm going to see them later tonight. I'm sorry I'm going to miss TWG also. This is not a small role. This is a lead role, and I am incredibly, incredibly grateful for that and so overwhelmed. I have never had I've never had to spend as much time with the script. It's so hard to learn an entire movie that you are in the majority of prior to getting somewhere. It's been a real challenge. So I'll tell you guys about the entire process and everything. I think you guys are really going to like it. And all right, stay safe, stay sane, and I'll talk to you guys more tomorrow live at the Roxy.